Alright, so in this video, I'm gonna teach you how to master your song online completely for free. I made a similar video about a year ago. However, the website that I talked about in that video shut down completely randomly out of nowhere. But thankfully though, I think this website is infinitely better than the one I showed before. But before we begin, consider subscribing and hitting the bell for more music tutorials like this. It's free and you can change your mind whenever you want. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the website we're going to be using here is a quick one called bandlab.com/mastering. It's got a very user-friendly interface. I think the only thing you really need to do in order to like export your tracks is just log in, which is completely free. There's no price. You don't even have to watch ads, I'm pretty sure. So I'm logged in over here and I'm just going to use a couple of my own songs as examples to show you the different ways they master different styles of music. First of all, we're going to start off with like more of a trap song, since I feel like the majority of my audience makes that kind of stuff. So we're just going to drag it in over here and we're going to wait for it to master. I'm going to get my headphones just so I can hear like the details.
Oh my god.
So this first song that I'm going to use is my own song, Toro Loco. If you like how it sounds while I'm playing it obviously in this video, consider checking it out. It's going to be in the description. So as you can see, we have it over here and there's a couple things that we can mess around with. So first of all, if we just want to have it on loop just to like make sure like we hear everything well, we can like click this over here. If not, we can just have it stop it when the song ends. But as you can see, we have over here like the original song with that before any mastering, and this is how it's going to sound with the settings that we use.
Yeah, Hennessy on the floor with a sight, yeah. Feel my horns when you prepping for a fight, yeah. Hear that voice call me every day, yeah. Working side by side, yeah. Working side by side.
So this is how it sounds in its original form. Now, I should probably mention, for those who don't really even know what mastering is, basically it just makes it loud enough to be considered professional quality grade. More than anything, it's just to make it fit the industry standard. And that's why I have to mention, if your mix before mastering it sounds bad, the mastering won't make it sound any better. More than anything, it's just going to make it sound more dynamic or loud or whatever, but it will not make it sound better. So make sure to have a good mix. And that is why, if you want to mix better, especially vocals, consider checking out my website, 𝐎𝐅𝐅.com. I sell a bunch of different vocal presets of a wide array of genres: indie, R&B, rap, you name it. So come check it out, 𝐎𝐅𝐅.com. Link will be in the description. But we're back over here, man. And as you can see, there's three different settings, right? So we have universal, which is natural, dynamic, and tonal balancing. We have fire, which is more focused on like punchy lows and clarity in the mid-range. There's just the clarity one, which emphasizes the highs with light dynamic expansion. And tape, which is more of like an old vintage sort of sound, has warm saturation with analog dynamics. So what I would do honestly is just check around to see which sounds best. So we can do it right now.
Oh my god, Julio.
Yeah, Hennessy on the floor with a sight, yeah. Feel my horns when you prepping
As you can see, fire sounds atrocious and just no thank you.
for a fight, yeah. Hear that voice call me every day, yeah. Working side by side, yeah. Working side by side, yeah.
Clarity is good, but the highs are a bit too loud. It's sort of irritating to the ear. Let's try tape.
Hennessy on the floor with a sight, yeah. Tripping now, got the shrooms every night, yeah. Hear that voice call me every day, yeah. Working side by side, working side by side, yeah.
It's honestly a toss-up for me between universal and tape. Both sound pretty good. This emphasizes the highs a little bit more, but I'd say both of them are like pretty good. So once you found the one that you like, you would go and click download. I mean, it's as simple as that. I didn't have to pay for anything. I didn't have to do anything that involved spending money, and we know how much we like free shit here. I would not leave the video yet if I were you, because I'm going to be showing 3 different examples of 3 different styles of music on this website to show you how the website interacts with those different genres and how it ends up sounding. So I recommend you stay watching the video for this. If you go down here, it'll tell you like what these different settings are usually made for. Like universal is more for rock, pop, electronic. Fire is more for trap, hip-hop, experimental. I mean, clarity is more for like acoustic songs, classical songs, R&B, and tape is more for jazz or indie and alternative music. Again though, that doesn't 100% mean you can only use those ones. I mean, you heard with fire on a trap beat, it didn't sound that good, you know. So that's more of a case-by-case basis. Don't really take that at face value. Let's try another type of song. This one is called 𝐎𝐅 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐭𝐫𝐨. It's off my new album, which I heavily recommend you check out if you're into like psychedelic pop and whatnot. So this is more pop oriented, so I want to see how it sounds.
Can we break this game? I like to see you. Can we stay the plane? I like to hear you. Can we just pretend that we're all in?
See, in this instance, I'd say Clarity sounds the best. I mean, you can hear from before and after. It sounds much more crispy. It just sounds, in my opinion, much better. And one last example I want to see. This is just an acoustic cut, which is really just my vocals and some acoustic guitar. So I want to see which one sounds best. According to the website, Clarity is the best one for when it comes to acoustic and singer-songwriter stuff. But again, we never really know.
Please don't ruin my love. Please don't ruin my life.
Like I expected, Tape actually ended up sounding a lot better. I feel like Clarity was a bit too thin, whereas I feel like Tape definitely had like a warm sound, which fit the acoustic vibe. But anyway, guys, this is basically BandLab, and in my opinion, it is a very, very good website. I heavily recommend it for any of you who need a mastering tool. This, in my opinion, is infinitely better than the one I used before. So yeah, guys, I honestly wish I would have mastered these songs with this before I released them. It sounds infinitely better. But anyway, guys, hopefully this video has been informative to you, and if it has, consider subscribing and hitting the bell for more tutorials like this. It's free and you can change your mind whenever you want. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Just before this video begins, you can now buy and download the vocal preset I'm going to be showing in this video, as well as many others, by clicking the first link in the description. My subscribers have been asking for a while now for me to open up a preset store, so it's finally out. 𝐎𝐅𝐅.com/YouTube. Check it out. Get a wide variety of different vocal presets, quick and easy. So yeah, first link in the description. Now back to the video.
If you're trying to release your music on Spotify, Apple Music, you name it, click the link in the description below, because it will give you 7% off DistroKid, which is easily the best music distributor you can be using. DistroKid's already just 20 bucks, so 7% off that is just even better. It helps me out when you do it, so it's a win-win situation. So consider doing it, just clicking the first link in the description.